Good morning, everybody. Let's check my volume is up. Now, let me just check we're all ready. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope this day finds you well. We're going to start standing this morning again. So just gather yourself in, take a moment. And if you're on your mat or your carpet, wherever you're at, just as we always do when we practice yoga, is just take that few moments, a few seconds, just to ground yourself. And all that means is just coming really present for yourself and really present right where you're standing. So particularly under the feet, spread the toes nice and wide, rocking forward and back, maybe lifting the toes a little bit. Rocking side to side a little bit is always nice. Trying to find that centre, that kind of sway in the body, okay? We just want to try and find that stillness within us. So taking all the energy back into yourself from your morning, from your week. Hope you're having a good one so far. And just trying to find that ease and that calm in your body while breathing and while moving. And that's what yoga is all about, is that joining of the two together. To make it as fluid and as comfortable as possible. So, spreading the toes nice and wide. Just try and draw the energy up through the thighs. Visualize the muscles engaging without locking the knees. So we don't want to lock the knees out. We just want to stand flat on the feet but have the tone in the thighs because we want that to be working. Slight tuck of the pelvis under, just slightly. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down. So we're lifting our heart up, so we're trying to avoid, we don't want to come into this kind of shape where we're maybe opening the chest too much. We just want to come into a nice, easy position, slight pelvic tilt under, shoulders are rounded, and we're lifting ourselves up, and we have this lovely long neck, super important, and this string that lifts us all the way up, okay? Keeping us lifted, keeping the back of the neck long, spine nice and comfortable. And then just open the hands. So turn the hands out, opening the fingers, getting really present for yourself. So imagine the fingers pressing down into the ground. So you're getting that lovely release across the shoulders, lifting up nice and tall. And just take, as many breaths as you need this morning. Maybe you haven't taken a deep breath in, maybe you haven't stopped this morning. But just take a few deep breaths in. This is probably the most important, this and the end of a yoga class, just that quiet time again. Yeah, it's just a time where you can just scan and see how you're doing and see what's going on for you. Be present. Breathing in. And plug the fingers down as you exhale. Long neck. Breathe in. And breathe out. Long in the neck, pulling yourself up. And exhale. Nice. Then inhale, lift the hands all the way up. Extended mountain pose. And then exhale, reach all the way down. Take them forward, inhaling, lift up. Exhale, bring the arms to the side and wide. Inhaling, lift up. Look up if you like, exhale, lowering the hands down, big wide inhale up, and exhale, a couple more of these, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last two, because it just feels so nice. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing your hands to your chest. So just remembering that this is a sign that you're bringing yourself back in to check. You're bringing your energy back into yourself, into your center. Just find that comfort now and set your intention. This is your purpose for the next 20 minutes or so. What you'd like to achieve, or what you'd like to notice. And you'll definitely notice your breath if you followed me so far. You'll definitely notice a little lift in the heartbeat as well. So although it's quite a static position that we're in, we've just moved our arms, we've breathed beautifully, and there's a lot of internal goings on rather than the external. Okay, so let's take a big breath in as you bend the knees, lift up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And then exhale, bend your knees, flow forward. So if your hands come to the floor, great. If you have a block like me or a cushion or a table, please use that. And keep the knees bent a lot. This just gives the back a little bit of a break. Rest through the shoulders. We're going to inhale, lift up a half lift, so the back of the legs get straight. Exhale, lowering towards the floor. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, lift, flat back, so back of the neck is still long. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Push back through those legs if you can. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, elbows wide as you can. Bend your knees a huge amount. You don't have to ever have straight legs. Bend them an awful lot if the back is tight or the hamstrings are tight. Inhale, lift up. Looking down towards the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then we're going to release the hands. We're going to push through the feet, lifting the body all the way up, connecting with the tummy. Exhaling, bringing the hands to your chest. Lovely. So let's release the hands down to the sides now and rotate the shoulders around. You're still maintaining that lovely long spine. Hands are open. So we're just lifting the shoulders up, back and down. So up, squeeze them together and then slide them down your back. Keeping the neck nice and long. Lifting the shoulders up, squeeze them back and down they go. Up, back and down. Up, back and down. More times, up and back and down. One more time and down. And then take the hands. If the hands touch, that's perfect. If you want to hold on to your wrists, you can, or even the fingers. If you interlace the fingers, perfect. Push them down, the knuckles down to the ground. Get nice and long in the body. Take the feet mat width apart. Inhaling, lift up, and then exhale, bend your knees, hinge your body forward, just as we were a minute ago. So except your hands are behind you this time. Looking down towards the ground, keep the neck long. Maybe lift the hands up a little bit if they'll come. If they don't, you can rest them on your back, keeping the knees. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then inhaling, pushing and lifting the body all the way back up. Lovely. Okay, so just rotate the shoulders one more time here. And then we'll inhale, lift up nice and tall. Stand back so you can see. Release the index finger up, get really long, bring the feet together. And then we're going to think lift up. So we're always lifting up and then exhaling over to the side. So it's not a forward bend like this, it's a real side bend. So even if you just move a tiny bit over, that's much better because we're trying to open all these ribs, this whole space inside of your body. Gives you more space to breathe. Lifting up, exhale the opposite way. More space to move. And it's a position we don't get into very often in our daily lives. So inhale, reach up. Exhale over. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, lift again, one more time. Exhale over. Inhaling, lift. Exhale over. And all the way up. And bring the hands all the way down. You can rest the hands by your side. Let's just gently rotate the neck over to one side. So turning the face over towards one shoulder. And then back to the other shoulder. And then back to the center. Dropping the chin down, so relax the hands and rest the shoulders down. So make sure the shoulders are not creeping up to support you. We don't need them to do that. Keeping the chin dipped, rolling that right ear to the right shoulder. And again, as we always say, if you find any little cricks or any little tightness in the neck, just stay here. You don't have to come all the way over to the shoulder. But if the neck is free, then rotate the ear maybe to the shoulder a bit more, keeping that left shoulder down. Maybe you can work with extending that left arm out if that feels good. Point the fingers first and then turn the fingers up. So there's a little bit more stretch the side of the neck here. So you can do these neck poses standing or sitting, or any time you wake up with a little crick in the neck. All depends how you sleep. And then adjust that arm up or down or a little bit back maybe, depending on wherever you're feeling it. Okay. And then rest the arm, bring the head up. Let's go to the other side. So chin is dipped. And then we're going to gently roll over to the left side. And again, if you find any little niggles, stay there. Maybe chin up or chin down a little bit. And then you can take the right arm out. Maybe flip up the fingers if that feels nice. It's almost like you're pushing that hand away as well, getting that really lovely release across the neck. And again, you can explore maybe lifting the arm up a bit, maybe bringing it back a little bit, or forward a little bit, depending wherever you're feeling it. There's so many muscles in our neck and in our shoulder, and they're all linked. So it's wherever you're feeling it. This is a lovely, lovely release for the neck. And then hand down, head back to normal, and let's come back into our forward fold. Okay, so we're going to bend the knees now, draw the belly in, going to inhale forward, lifting all the way up, and exhale all the way back towards our block, resting the head, bend your knees a lot, take the elbows this time now, and you're gently going to sway side to side. So nice and easy. Breathing in and out all the time. That's your key, that's your measure of how the body is, how comfortable the body is. And then you can drop the hands and maybe just sway a little. So let your fingertips just trail along the mat. If they're not there, just rest them on the knees and just gently sway your body just from the waist, like you're swinging from your waist. Getting a little bit of mobility in the upper back, the shoulders. And then bend the knees, big inhale, all the way up again. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, lifting the body all the way up again. Exhale, forward fold. Just hang here for a moment. Whatever you found was good for you to sway. You can always remain on your block as well, that's no problem. Just to move in to the body and find what really feels good for you. And then release the arms, inhaling all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Lovely. So let's bend the knees, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. I'm going to get rid of my block now. And I'm going to take my right leg back into a first lunge. So just measuring myself up on the mat here. My left leg is in front and right leg is behind. So pushing back through the right heel for the moment. Let's drop the knee down. So rest the top of the foot down. And again, we're just trying to find that front release. You'll feel that. I don't have to tell you that. You'll certainly feel it in the front of the body here, front of the right hip. But we're trying to maintain that softness in the shoulders. And if that means using more props to lift you up, maybe there's a table in front of you, maybe there's a bed in front of you, wherever you are, you can use these props just to relax your upper body while you find that ease in your lunge and front leg. And just rock from side to side again. Should feel good. And then we do a little twist. So placing your right hand on the ground, you can take your left hand on the waist. You can inhale and then twist your body towards the left. So you're twisting towards that left knee. Maybe you can find a lift in the arm, or maybe you're not quite there yet, that's okay. Just opening through the side. Again, trying to be comfy in the body and trying to maintain your breath. So important. And then bring that hand all the way forward. So we're going to curl up on the toes, lift up, and then we're going to slide our leg back into our downward dog. So all we're doing here is pushing our hips up and back in your downward dog. Again, bend the knees if you wish.
And stay up on the toes, pressing into the fingers, and just finding that wonderful release in the back. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Gorgeous. Taking the right leg up to the front. Find your high lunge just for a moment, pushing back to the left heel. And then you can land that knee down. Rest the foot down. And we're going to stay here on the other side now. So again, just rocking forward and back. Again, you might want to prop yourself up on blocks to keep those shoulders soft. Notice if you're clenching your jaw as well, because that'll all contribute to the shoulders and to the strain in the shoulders. So just get nice and soft here. And then we'll take our little twist. So left hand by the foot, right hand can stay on the waist, or we can look forward towards the ground and then exhale, twisting towards the knee. So you're twisting from the waist, from the core, and you can stay right here, or we can bring that right hand up to the ceiling, fingers open. Again, maintaining ease in the breath. The breath is labour, just take that hand down and just find that comfort again. And then all the way forward, back to the ground, curl up your toes, push up on the toes, slide back, downward dog. Now, let's just hang here for a few moments in your downward dog. Maybe you want to bring the heels up and down. Maybe you want to move your hips side to side. Maybe you want to pivot on the toes, drop the heels. Whatever feels nice in downward dog. Or maybe you just want to stay in one position, finding your breath. Again. That's it. Let all that tension go. This is a great one for the back of the body. So many benefits actually. One more. Gorgeous. And then bring the knees down. Let's bring the knees wide. Bring the toes to touch behind you and sit your hips back onto your heels. Sliding the hands nice and forward, one at a time, side to side. Child's pose. So take the weight from the hands. Child's pose. So you can rest a cushion under your bum or under the forehead, resting down. And again, just find your breath. Three more breaths. One more. And last one. Lovely. And then we walk the hands back up to all fours again. Curling the toes under, let's find our downward dog. So up off the knees and then push your hips back and up, back into downward dog. We take our right leg forward. We're going to drop our left knee this time. Foot is down, and this time we're going to push up. Right foot helps us raise the arms up. And then exhaling, bring the arms wide. Bring the arms up on your inhale. And exhale, bring the arms forward. Spreading the fingers up on the toes. Downward dog. So finding the downward dog. And again, you come into whatever feels good for you this morning. I always say every day is always different. So just honor your body, whatever you're feeling, any different day. Left leg comes forward now. It's opening again this side. Drop the right knee, drop the foot, flatten the foot, and then push with the left leg, bringing you all the way up. And then exhale, arms are wide. Inhaling, lift up. And then let's exhale, bring the hands forward, back to the ground, up on the right toes, up high, slide back, downward dog. Feet together. Hang here 3 breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. Last one. Oh, lovely. Bring the knees down. You can bring the knees together if you wish this time for a different child's pose, or bring them wide like we did previous, sitting back on your heels and hands forward. Elbows down if you can, if that's comfortable in the shoulders, and head resting on the ground. You can stay here with the hands open, or if you wish, you can curl up into a lovely little ball and bring the hands down by you, turning the palms up towards the ceiling. And really feeling the breath just expand the upper back, because we always forget about our poor lungs. They're in the back as well as the chest, so we want to make sure we remember that we need to breathe into our backs as well. Breathing in and out. One more time. And out. And then bring the hands forward just beside your head. Roll your body up nice and gently. All the way up to seat. Bring myself around to the front now. And let's just rotate our shoulders, making sure that they're nice and relaxed and free again. Stay up in your hunkers here if you like. Lovely. And shake out the wrists. We'll do some nice little tight fists with the hands, just to make sure that they're all nice and loose. And then take a big inhale all the way up. Let's exhale all the way down. Left hand just beside you on the ground. Right hand reaches up to the side body again. And exhale, lower down. Left hand reaches up. You can look up if it's nice, if it's good. And exhale, lower down. Let's move to the side now this time. So inhaling, right arm up. And then exhale. Just bend the left elbow. It'll help you come over to the side. And all the way up and all the way down. Left hand reaches up. So inhale, we lift. Exhale, we move, bending the right elbow to bring you over. Lovely. And then all the way up and all the way down. One more time each side. Inhale up. Long on the side. And exhale over. You don't have to look up at all. You can just look straight ahead. And then all the way up. All the way down. Left hand. Up you come. Exhale over. And then reaching that hand up. And all the way down. One more roll of the shoulders. Just because I love that so much. And it's amazing how tense our shoulders can be, so we can't do this enough during the day. And let's bring them the other way now. So bring them forward this time. If you started bringing them back. That's it. Gorgeous. One last inhale up. Hands together, bring the hands down. Taking all of this energy and this little bit of work you did this morning back to your heart, back to yourself. To mind yourself. Okay, so thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Nice easy flow, lots of breathing, and I hope you feel good in your body today. Have the best day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Slán.